Cooper Grech is an internet sensation, a Facebook icon. If you're watching this, it means you're one of his 39,000 followers. The most famous football Facebook page there is owned by this man. He lives in Geelong. He goes for St Kilda. And until now, he's been anonymous. He's been behind the keyboard. So I thought today, let's have a catch up. He actually suggested to me, why don't you interview me? I said, absolutely, Cooper. There's so many good things about you. You post news, you post opinion. And you might think you know of Cooper Grech, but today you're going to find out the real man behind the computer. Here he is. Cooper, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
So I want to say thank you, first of all. 39,000 followers, you bring football to the people. They clearly love you. The engagement rate is unbelievable. Why do you do what you do?
Well, I've had a passion for AFL, especially for a very long time, and I thought a lot of people at high school would always ask me for news about any side, about players in each team, even the guys in the lower levels, and I thought I'll start a page to interact into more people and post opinions. As you know, clicks gets all the clicks with all the opinionated stuff.
Why did you choose to do an interview now? When you messaged me saying, what are your thoughts? I said, absolutely. But it's blown me away, the response to it. Why now for an interview?
I thought, Tom, to be honest, that with all the trolls getting into me a bit more and publicly as well in terms of following me at football matches and that, I thought, they already know what I look like. I've been trying to deny it for a long time, and they've kind of sparked me to do this today and progress further.
So tell me about yourself, where you're from, your family, your love for footy. Give us a background, an insight into Cooper Grech, the person.
So I'm 23, I am from Geelong, barrack for St Kilda, as you clearly can tell. I've loved footy for a long time and wanted to get into it, and love it.
When and how did you start this Facebook page?
So I started it in around 2013, so about 8 years ago now, and I started it because of the people that enjoy my stuff and asked me for opinions on footy. I thought, why not post it to more people, and as you know, it gets all the clicks. So
when did it become popular, do you think?
Probably when I started more opinionated stuff.
Yeah.
And the word exclusives coming out a bit more.
Yes.
Which you know all about. Probably around 2018-ish.
Yep. Why do you think it's so popular?
Because of the opinionated stuff, the trade stuff. Obviously, that's the most popular time in terms of clicks.
Yeah.
Where players are going from what clubs, especially the big name players, Brad Hill or players like that. So yeah.
How do you find the time to post so much? It's a constant stream of posts, and that's what gets the engagement up, isn't it?
That's right, absolutely. You've got to be on it every day. You can't just have, days off. Even if the news are minor, you don't just post some things where you think gets pleasure. You post it all. I've had a lot of personal messages, people thanking me for posting stuff, mainly about the lower level stuff or re-signing by rookies or whoever, not just the big name stuff.
Can we talk about the trolls? You mentioned them before. When did this start, and how do you deal with it now?
It's probably been happening consistently for the last 3 or 4 years, so around that 2018 time, coincidentally. To be honest, it does suck to cop some personal threats. Some have threatened to come to my house as well. Some have followed me at games here at the MCG, or particularly Marvel, where St Kilda play, and it's not fun, but try and push through it. And I've had a lot of random people come up to me in the last couple of years that have been constantly talking to me through the chat and help me get through it as well, and not to give in to them.
How hard is it to distinguish between abuse and just disagreement? Because there'd be people that disagree with what you say and do it in the right way. There'd also be people that abuse you in a terrible way. Is that distinction important to you?
Absolutely, it is. I don't care if someone says St Kilda sucks or whatever.
Or Tim Membry's not much of a player.
Yeah, or Skunky, he's a good player. Again, putting him in the top 10 did create views, but there's two particular people which I'm not going to name clearly. They've helped me through a lot, helped me get information as well, and helped me push through all the trolls and saying ignore them, don't give them the attention they want, because they don't deserve it.
Do you think there'll always be trolls?
Of course there will, and which sucks, but unfortunately it goes with the business and the running a football page, where you have, especially when you have opinionated stuff.
Especially when you've got 39,000 followers, there's always going to be people that dislike what you say.
Yeah.
How many sources do you reckon you have? Don't give them away, but how many do you reckon you have?
There's one that's definitely pretty strong a lot of the time, especially with St Kilda stuff. Again, that's probably where the trolls come in, going, oh, you only post St Kilda ball. If that's the only information you're getting from certain clubs, you can't really guess for other clubs, so as much. compared to the club you're getting information about.
Absolutely. If your information's about St Kilda, then you post about St
That's
Kilda.
exactly, and that's what I did. And I don't understand arrogant, but in the not this previous trade, but this trade before, I had the Rumours loan was going to re-sign about 3 months before it actually came out with the Crows, and the Brad Hill one I had at least 6 months before it was talked about in the media, so pre-season. And Brad Hill did come out and admit that he was leaving early, so
absolutely
had thought about it early. So, and I mean, I don't have to prove it. I posted it at that stage. So
yeah. As a Facebook page, do you think you're still fighting hard to get recognition?
A little bit, but I look at among the other pages that have got more followers. They're mainly about news, and some of those pages have got a lot more. I'm talking about around 100,000, I think. But I suppose maybe they've either been at it longer. I don't know. They post similar stuff, excluding the opinionated stuff, the majority of the time. So, don't know.
What's your ratio, opinion versus news?
Well, I do post a lot of news, so anything that literally comes up, whether that's a minor thing, as I mentioned before. So there's opinionated stuff. If the page is feeling dead, that's when I might chuck it in opinionated stuff. I do my team of the weeks. Sorry, our team of the weeks. And Brownlow medal votes. To keep the popularity up and it sparks debate.
You say the admin team. Is that a one-person admin team, or what have you got?
I am I wouldn't say, to be honest, the sole admin person. There was others who stringled along the way. So I've never been on my own fully. I've been posting pretty much everything, but I'm not. Those two news sources that I get from, they kind of help as well. So.
Okay. So how many people have access to the page to post? Just you?
Right now, just me.
Yep.
But especially over the last few years, there was more.
Where do you see the page taking your career, do you think?
Well, hoping it to become bigger, which is part of the reason why I wanted to, get out there a bit more publicly. My face, even though people know or have guessed correctly, I want to get out there more popular and speak to people like you, and hopefully it progresses to more. I've seen other Facebook people. Bev, you're welcome, from the Bev show. Obviously he's got out there a bit more, and he's had gigs on Channel 7, and I think he's had some stuff on Fox as well. So.
Can you monetize what you do you think?
Can
you make some money from it?
Potentially, yeah. I think I could. I haven't personally yet, but I could see down the line possibly,
Yeah. There's no money exchanging hands today, is there?
No. There's no money. That was the headline to, again, clickbait.
Yeah.
And it works, so there you go.
Oh, so I'm not getting you money, I'm not giving you any money.
Correct.
How many people have you blocked, and what constitutes a blocking offence?
So I want to clear something up. A lot of people always say, "Oh, can you unblock my mate?" For starters, if you say you want to unblock a mate, who is your mate? And considering you think I block, and I have blocked a lot of people, I can't guess there's so many names. I don't have a figure. It doesn't actually show.
Approximate, do you think? Would it be 1,000 or 5,000 or?
I honestly could not even give you an estimate, because I've been doing it for a while, probably for the last 2 years, since 2018 range. I can't even give you a number, but especially coincidentally when there's games on opinionated posts, that's where the majority of the blocks come, probably 50 a post when it's a big post.
So it would be in the thousands.
I'd say so, yeah.
Would you ever consider unblocking everyone?
I don't think that's actually possible, because I think through the apps that I've got to unblock people, I think it only shows the last 20 people you've blocked, and then it won't go any further down. So if you're past the last 20 blocks, bad luck. Make a new account, like a lot of have.
The rival page seemed to have frustrated you at times. How does this make you feel when someone makes a rival page and takes the piss out of you?
Yeah, pissed off, to be honest. I mean, they're, how do I put it? People that are desperate for attention, they got it. I don't try to mention them too much on the page, because they don't deserve the recognition. They're just people that, like to mock others, and they have gotten personal at times too, and they've privately messaged me from time to time doing that. So, yeah.
Can you take action with Facebook against that rival page?
Facebook, well, I don't want to say nothing bad to get this video blocked or removed, but they haven't done much help.
Yeah. Does it affect your mental health when someone has a go like that?
At times, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when I have other personal things going on around that on top, definitely doesn't help.
Do you read every comment that comes through? Every single comment?
Every comment that I can see, the majority of the time, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it says there's 100 comments, it says most relevant, newest, and all comments. It doesn't actually show them all at times, and they're sometimes hides away and then comes back later. So, but whatever posts come up, I do. Yeah.
Which AFL team do you support? The Saints. And who are your 3 favourite players from the Saints?
Of all time or now?
No, right now.
Tim Membry. Probably a mixture of Jade Gresham, Jack Billings, Brad Crouch. Yeah, probably those guys.
How highly do you rate Christian Petrarca and Dustin Martin compared to Jack Steele?
Well, I mean, especially with Dustin Martin, of course he's a good player, we all know that. But I personally don't like when people want to compare accolades of the team success. So like, say, Dusty's got 3 premierships. And
3 Norm Smiths.
And that's a little bit different with their individual awards, but media driven. But so I'll use the example of Nick Rewald and Jonathan Brown. Obviously, both fantastic players, and you both worked with both of them. They're both fantastic players. But obviously, John O'Brien had all the premierships, and Rui unfortunately didn't. But
so what you're saying is that Dustin Martin is rated so highly, partly because of the premierships he's won, not because of the player he is.
Well, of course he's very good and everything, but when you want to compare those 2 players, Rewald and Brown, some people will lean towards Brown because his team won 3 premierships or 4 premierships.
So would you lean towards, if you had to take either Dustin Martin or Jack Steele as a player, which player would you take?
It's hard. I mean,
okay. What about Jack Steele or Christian Petrarca?
Jack Steele.
Okay. So Dusty and Jack are about even, or maybe one way or the other.
Yeah.
But based on what you're saying, and Petrarca's not as good as Jack Steele.
I'm not saying he's not good.
No, not at all.
They're pretty much even as well. But Jack Steele was St Kilda, and I've met him before. He's a good guy.
Good guy, very good guy. Do you concede you have an element of bias towards St Kilda?
Don't we all though?
Yep.
Yeah.
How much bias do you think you have?
A bit, but again, everyone does. So.
Yeah. Do you ever try to suppress that, or you just own it?
Well, I do own it, but if some people recently would take much notice with the St Kilda's loss to Essendon 3 weeks ago, that was embarrassing, and I wrote that on the post.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people avoid to say, oh, you actually criticise them, but only when I praise something or use an excuse to some people, let's say, with injuries or something like that.
Who's the most overrated player in the AFL, do you think? I've seen you do lists before.
Yes. Well, they have to be rated to be overrated.
Yes,
so
it's a prerequisite.
Don't hate on me, the individuals on me.
No one should hate on you for this. You're coming out, you're talking. Just give us your opinion.
Top of my head. Jake Stringer probably is, to be honest.
Yep. You know the cameraman here, Morgan, goes for Essendon.
Yeah. Sorry, Morgan. The only one I can think on top of my head.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
There's a few at Geelong, I suppose. Some players that are underrated at Geelong is actually Mitch Duncan. He obviously didn't get talked about as much, and Cam Guthrie's obviously.
Do you like Mitch Duncan's torpedo after the quarter time siren?
Yeah, that was good, and I think it was Hutto that called it. He loved it, or Mark Howard called it.
Yeah, he loved it, Howard, didn't he?
Howard,
Who's the club that you hate most and why?
Geelong.
Yeah, why?
Probably because I'm from Geelong, and I can't stand. Again, I want to make this clear. Every club has feral supporters, and and that's just part of life. But in terms of the players, Joel Selwyn's probably one I've not been a fan of for various reasons, where pretty much the popular reason why some people don't like him because of the ducking.
What's the biggest story you've broken on the page?
That probably eventuated, the Brad Hill one.
Yeah.
As I said before, I mentioned that probably 6 months in advance, and
you got it.
They're pretty good. And the Rory Sloane one too. It wasn't that far in advance, but always confident that it happened, and that eventuated.
Have you got any wrong?
Yes, but some of them, the ones that I've gotten wrong, per se, I haven't fully gone with. I said, like, the words very likely.
Yeah, you floated it nicely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Smart from you, very smart. Always leave yourself an out. Can I ask you recently when you said you were taking a break from the page and you were posting a couple of hours later, what happened in that period, if you don't mind talking about it?
Yeah, that's fine. So, I've actually had a few of them, but mainly when I say I'm having a break, it's more so from the opinionated stuff or interacting back in the comments, fighting back, or whatever you want to call it. But I mean, taking a break, I would still post, like, if there's a big story, injury related or suspension, I'm still going to post that. It was more so taking a break from the opinionated stuff, who's a better player, or just replying to comments about opinionated posts.
Yeah. Is there any? I want people to get to know you a little bit more.
Yep.
So I'm just going to give you a quick 10. All right, 1-word answer or 2-word answers for these questions. Favorite food?
Burritos.
Burritos.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Favorite ever movie?
Oh, not sure.
Favorite band?
I'll go with AC/DC. Nothing really stands out, but this one.
Bit of Akadaka. Very nice. Your dream holiday destination?
America.
Where in America?
Chicago, maybe. I don't know.
Chicago.
Off the top of my head, I'm not fussed either way.
Yeah, happy to go anywhere in America. What's your dream job?
What you have?
Okay. Other than that?
Commentate on games.
Yeah, okay. I'll be a commentator.
I do. I'm not going to say where, but I do local radio. In
Yeah,
Geelong,
nice.
So
Good.
Once a week, so on a sports show, which is nice. So been
Nice.
doing that for 8 years. I love it.
Love it. Good on you. The best gift you've ever received?
Probably there's probably many, but the one I think I'm talking about is probably a signed jersey. It's the rest of the whole St Kilda side, which I'm actually going to get in a few weeks' time too.
The current St Kilda team, or?
Yeah, the one in a few weeks I will. Yeah.
Awesome. What's your nickname?
Well, I think Facebook's kind of decided that for me. I've had a few with my personal friends, but the internet one runs with Scoop, so we'll go with that.
Scoop?
Yeah, we'll go with
There's
that.
another Scoop.
Well, Sammy McClure has got that as well.
Another Scoop that works in the media.
2.0.
So Scoop 2.0. If you're an animal, what animal would you be, do you reckon?
Dog.
Why?
It's not sure, to be honest. Barking.
Would you rather take a screamer in the goal square or kick a torpedo from 65 to win a game?
Take a screamer.
If you could have 3 people for dinner, who would you have?
Nick Rewald.
Yep.
Not sure on the other two, to be honest.
It's a one-on-one date with Nick Rewald.
Oh, most people think that already. I relate in Jack Steele and I don't know.
Do you cook yourself?
I'm Chinese.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
do you have a partner, your family? Like, who do you live with?
I live with my parents and my 18-year-old brother.
Nice. Does he like footy as well?
Yeah.
Does he like the page?
He follows
He
it.
follows the page.
Doesn't really look into it too much.
Does he
No,
stick up for you in the page?
No, he doesn't comment on it, no.
Is his surname Grech? So if he did, would it be obvious?
Yeah, that's
No.
probably why.
Where does the page go to here? Do you put your face to it? Do you post more videos of yourself? What are you going to do?
I mean, as I said before, the trolls kind of started by posting it, a lot of photos of me. I did remove those people from the page, but
Yeah.
when people have been putting it on other pages, I can't really control that, and Facebook won't do nothing, so
Yeah.
I suppose that will be part of the reason why I'm doing this today too.
Yeah. Have you ever played footy or any other sports?
Yeah, I did play footy. I stopped it about 3 or 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
Just when I was after 18, no, 18s, when this concept was
Yep.
18s, until they changed it to 19s now.
Yep.
And I play cricket still, locally in Geelong, so
What sort of cricketer and footballer are you?
a footy, I was a forward pocket,
Yeah.
small forward,
Stephen Milne type?
Milne type, yeah. Or Eddie Betts.
Eddie Betts, either one.
When I was at my high school in Geelong, they actually called me Eddie Betts. So,
Did they?
yes, maybe not a good version of Eddie Betts, but
Yeah.
type of players.
And what sort of cricketer are you?
That changed from time to time. 1 week I'm a bowler, then I'm a batter,
Yeah.
then I'm a scorer. So I had some good use with the cricket bat, but been bowling pretty good this season just gone.
Nice, awesome. Can you do one more thing? Just look down the barrel of the camera and tell all your 39,000 followers what you want the page to be.
I want it to be bigger. I want it to be even better. Start things like this and to be bigger than other pages on Facebook. Be the biggest page on Facebook.
Awesome. There you go, Cooper Grech.
Thanks, Tom.
Cheers.